I am discussing with the assignment. So I am unmuting some of the students. And so they have to start reading the questions one by one. Anushka Bansal, Anushka Kothari, I have unmuted you. Anushka
Yes, ma'am.
Bansal. Yes, Anushka Kothari, start reading question number 1.
In a company, there are four separate departments for finance, marketing, production, and human resource development. Identify the principle of management.
Which principle if there are 4 separate departments, 4 separate functions?
Division of work.
Division of work.
Very good. The answer is division of work. Then next question, same. Anushka Kothari, read first 3 question fast, little bit fast.
Why did Fayol introduce the concept of gangplank in the principle of scalar chain?
All can give me answer, whosoever are unmuted.
So that in the case of
Just a shorter route.
Yes.
To provide shorter route to employees.
emergency.
Any information need to be passed immediately without any delay. Then the two subordinates working at the same level can use the shorter part known as gangplank. Next, Anushka fast.
Name the principal management which resembles military organization.
Yes.
Unity of command.
Command.
Unitary organization. Which principle is found there? Unity of command. Next. Next,
The company does
Anushka Bansal, start reading questions from 4 to 8. Fast.
If the company does not provide the right place for the physical and human resources, which principle of management is violated?
Yes. Tell me answer.
Principle of order.
Yes. Very
Principle
good.
of order.
Many students are giving me answer in writing. They all are giving a right answer. Yes. Next.
Which principle of management envisages the each group of activity having same objectives must have one head and one plan?
Unity of direction.
unity of
Direction.
direction.
Very good. Unity of direction. Next.
Which principle of management suggests that employees should be treated with justice and kindness?
Yes.
Principle of
Principle of equity.
Of equity.
Yes. Very good. Next.
Identify the principle of Fayol, which emphasizes that wages and salaries paid to the employee should be just and equitable.
Yes. What principle?
Remuneration.
Yes.
Remuneration of employees.
Principle of remuneration. Yes. Next.
Fayol points out the danger and the cost of unnecessary labor turnover in one of his principles. Name the principle.
Yes.
Stability of tenure.
Yes, very good. Stability of tenure. Very good, students. Many are giving me answer in chat. They are very much right. Yes, very good. Keep it up. Next. Now, don't read question number 10 as it's too lengthy. I'll be sharing the answer key later on. So here we are discussing only the small question. Question number 11. Harshita Sharma, you start reading, beta.
According to Fayol, a manager should not fall into temptation of misusing his powers for individual or family benefit at the cost of larger interest of the workers or company. This exemplary behavior of the manager will raise his stature in the eyes of the workers and at the same time will ensure same behavior by them. Identify the principle of management discussed.
Yes, which principle? A manager should not misuse his powers for individual family benefit at the cost of larger interest. Yes.
Ma'am, subordination of individual interest to general interest.
Yes, very good. Subordination of individual interest to general interest. Very good. Now I'm going to the next question. Next part. Question number 14, 15. Nishtha Agarwal. Start reading.
Name the principle of management which requires judicious application of penalties by the management.
Yes. In which principle use of penalties is required?
Discipline.
Yes, principle of discipline. And one more thing I tell you about this, that in one principle, there will be no need of application of penalties. Which was the principle? No need of application of penalties. In discipline, we need application of penalties.
Ma'am, esprit de corps.
Yes, very good. Esprit de corps, very good. If all are cooperating with each other, then the top management need not to use the penalties. Yes, next. Come to question number 17 now.
When no division of the company has a separate plan of action, when a manager awards contract for supply of raw
No.
material to a
Along
particular
with the
party.
answer. Along with the answer. When no division of which principle is violated,
Yes, ma'am.
violated means not followed by the company. So when no division of the company has a separate plan of function, which principle? Four
Unity
answers
of
are-
direction.
Yes, unity
Even I
of
had a doubt.
no separate plan of action. Second,
When a manager awards contract for supply of raw material to a particular party, which happens to be owned by his relative, ignoring other parties who can supply the same at cheaper rates.
yes, बताइए. Answer.
Subordination of individual interest.
To general interest. Very good. Next. Yes.
When a subordinate habitually contacts higher authorities in the company by passing his or her immediate superior.
So which principle is violated by him if he
Scalar chain.
Ma'am,
Yes,
scalar
Scalar
chain.
chain.
he every time used to contact with the higher authorities, skipping his boss. Next.
When the manager grants 1 month medical leave to a superior with pay and only 1 week medical leave to accountant.
Yes. The answer is
Equity.
Equity.
Very good. Yes, Harsh, but start reading the questions starting from 19.
A worker directly contacts the CEO of the company with a complaint regarding working condition in the factory. Which of the following principle is being violated here?
Yes. Tell me the answer.
Ma'am, scalar chain.
Directly contacts to CEO. Yes, workers are not allowed to directly contact to CEO. They have to contact with their immediate boss. If they are contacting with CEO, it means Harsh, start reading next 3 questions without my instructions.
What light does the idea of gangplank show about the nature of principles of management?
Yes. If Pure
Ma'am,
introduced gangplank in scalar chain, then what is the idea about the nature of principles of management? What nature is shown here?
Flexibility.
Yes, very good, Nisha.
Flexibility.
Yes, flexibility. We can change the application of the principle according to the situation. So this is the nature of flexibility. Next.
which principle of management aims at securing the loyalty and devotion of the employees by giving them kind, fair, and
Yes.
just treatment?
Tell me answer fast,
Principle of
students.
equity.
Yes.
Principle of
Yes,
Ma'am,
very good.
principle of equity.
Yes, very good. Principle of equity. Next.
If an organization does not provide the right place for physical and human resource in an organization, which principle is violated?
Yes.
Ma'am, principle of
Principle of
order.
order.
Principle of order.
Very good. Next, I am going for the next section. Objective type means MCQ again. Now, Naman Jain, start reading questions.
In a
Start
company,
reading.
there are 4 departments for finance, marketing, production, and human resource development. Identify the principle of management.
Yes.
Ma'am, equity of direction.
Same battery can be used in different mobile phones. Which example of which of the following techniques? Which technique? Same battery can be used. It means
Standardization of work.
yes, very good. Standardization of work because the battery is standardized. That's why it can be used in all mobiles of that particular brand. Why? Because the battery is standardized. Next, second.
Which of the following statement is false about failure and fuel?
Yes, all are giving the
B.
correct
False
answer.
principles
Fail
are
principle
Then D is
over formed
false.
through personal experiences.
Which is false? Which of the following statement is false about Taylor and
E
Fuel?
होगा.
D.
E.
B.
False. Yes, applicable in specialized. Yes, B is false. Why? Because Fayol's principles are applied in, are having universal application. They can be applied anywhere, and Taylor's principle can be applied only in factory areas where production activities are going on. Yes, next, third question.
That's the techniques of scientific management, column 2, which are described by the statements given in column 1.
When you will be reading column 1, then also tell me its match. Okay, start.
Each
Any
patient
other students
to be
are also free to give answer.
according to his qualities. For example, those with technical mastery, intelligence, and grit may be given planning work. Those with energy and good health may be assigned execution work.
After reading one column, the other students will be giving answer. Yes, tell me the answer for first one.
Functional
Functionship.
Yes, very good. Second, start reading.
Devising new varieties instead of the existing ones and eliminating unnecessary diversity of products.
Yes.
Standardization
Standardization
and
of work.
And
simplification of work.
simplification. Yes. Next.
Fixing the standard time taken to perform a well-defined job so as to determine the number of workers to be employed, frame suitable incentive schemes, and determine labor cost.
Time
Time
study.
study.
Yes,
Study.
time study.
Finding out one best way of doing the job to minimize the cost of production and maximize the equality and satisfaction of the customer.
Method study.
Shubhangi, start with question number 4.
Yes, ma'am. She keeps machine materials, tools ready for the operations by concerned workers whose work is described in the above sentence.
Yes.
B.
Ma'am, repair boss.
Yes. No,
Gang
it's not the
boss.
gang boss.
And C.
Machines,
Gang
materials, tools, etc.
Gang
ready. Repair boss is doing the work of maintaining the machines and materials. And gang boss work is to keep all the things ready for the workers so that the workers need not to wait. Repair boss will work start when the machine is interrupted or there is any breakdown in any machine. Only then the repair boss will work start. So keeping equipments ready is the work of gang boss.
Which one of the following statements best describe mental revolution? Ma'am, A.
Yes. It's A. It implies change of attitude in both the parties. Next.
Name the technique of scientific management which is the strongest motivator for a worker to reach standard performance. Ma'am, wage wala differential price rate.
Yes. Differential fees wage rate system, not price.
Fees.
Differential fees wage rate system. Next.
Why did Taylor introduce differential fee system? Ma'am, to let the workers
Differentiate.
give their 100% in the job.
No. Any other
Ma'am,
student?
to attract highly efficient workers.
No. What was the
Ma'am,
main
to
motive?
differentiate between efficient and inefficient
Yes,
workers.
very good. Very good. This is the correct answer. Whenever the one marker questions are there, you have to be very precise and correct. Exact answer you have to give. So to differentiate the efficient and inefficient workers, so that he is able to know that the who are different efficient workers and who are inefficient workers. Next, start reading, Shubhangi.
Identify the technique of scientific management which helps in eliminating unnecessary diversity of products and thus results in saving cost.
Yes.
Simplification.
Yes, only simplification, not the standardization will be used here because this technique focus only on eliminating unnecessary diversity of product. Next.
Which principle of scientific management suggests the introduction of scientific investigation and analysis of management practices.
Yes.
Science,
Taylor and
not rule of thumb.
yes, introduction of scientific
Hello.
investigation. Yes, it's rule of thumb. Very good. Next. Question number 10. Fast.
In one of the principles of scientific management, Taylor emphasizes that there should be equal division of work and responsibility between workers and management should work almost side by side with workers, helping and smoothing the way for them. Identify the principle. Harmony,
Yes.
not discord.
Division of work responsibility between workers and management should work. Yes. Principle of harmony, not discord.
Not discord.
Next.
Principle of cooperation, not individualism, is an extension of which principle given by Taylor.
Yes.
Harmony, not discord.
Harmony,
Harmony, not discord.
Cooperation is an extension of which principle? Harmony, not Discord. Very good. Next, Mitali, are you able to hear me? Mitali. Principle of cooperation, not individualism, is an extension of which principle? Given by Taylor. This already we have done. Then principle, which principle of Taylor advocates scientific inquiry as opposed to hit and trial method? Scientific inquiry as opposed to hit and trial method. Give me answer in writing. You can give me answer in writing. Yes, science, not the rule of thumb. Naman Jain, Anushka, Nishtha Agrawal, all are you giving me the correct answer? Adit? I am opening the next PDF. No, in the same PDF we have some more question. Yes, Anmol Arora.
Yes.
Anmol, start reading next question.
Establishing interchangeability of manufactured and product.
Yes. Yes, name the technique of scientific management which helps in establishing interchangeability. In which technique?
And standardization.
Standardization of
Yes,
work.
very good. Interchangeability in standardization of work. Question number 16, start reading, beta.
This technique of scientific management aims at elimination of superfluous varieties, sizes, and
Dimensions of the product. Which technique aims at elimination of the
Simplification.
Yes, simplification. Next. Mehak Sharma, you can read next.
On which principle of management Taylor's technique of functional craftsmanship is based?
Yes. On which principle?
Division of work.
Yes.
Division of work.
Yes, very good. Next, Mehak Sharma. Next question 18.
Name the technique of scientific management which differentiates between efficient and inefficient workers.
Yes. Earlier also.
Ma'am,
Differential piece rate system.
Yes, differential piece wage rate system. Yes, 19th question. Mehak Sharma.
name the technique of scientific management which focuses on separation of planning and execution functions.
Yes. Which
Functional
technique?
foremanship.
Functional foremanship. All these questions had come in board examinations. You can see in PDF the year of exam is written. Now, Harjas, are you able to hear me? Harjas Singh,
Yes.
read
Yes.
question number 20.
According to Taylor, scientific method should be used to analyze method of production prevalent under the rule of thumb. The best practice can be kept and further refined to develop a standard which should be followed throughout the organization. These are the benchmarks which must be adhered to during production. Its objective is to reduce a given line or product to fixed type, size and characteristics, and to establish interchangeability of manufactured part and product. Scientific management also aims to eliminating unnecessary diversities of product. Most large companies like Nokia, Toyota, and Microsoft, etc., have successfully implemented these techniques of scientific management. This is evident from their large share in their respective market. And identify the technique of scientific management highlighted in the above paragraph.
Yes, you all are free to give me answers. Yes.
Standardization and
And standardization
simplification.
and simplification of work.
Standardization and simplification. Now, Mishra or Harshita will be telling me the case study breaker line in this case study. Means with the help of which lines you people are able to give me answer. Which are the lines?
Ma'am, to develop a standard which should be followed throughout the organization.
Yes, and one more
Standardization.
for simplification.
Interchangeability of
Yes, for simplification.
Eliminating unnecessary diversity of product.
Yes, yes. This is the line which will be taken to identify the simplicity. So main thing I want to say here by getting identify these lines is this, that the whole of the case study is just a story. So in each and every case study, 2-3 lines will be given which will be helping you to identify the answer. So just focus on those lines. The rest of the lines are only the part of the story. They will be not giving you any answer. Yes, now, Thira Tandon, are you able?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Start reading question number 21 fast.
Identify the principle of scientific management highlighted in the above paragraph.
So
According to the
by reading the question, now you people are able that the answer you will be getting from the principles of scientific management. It means you have to think about only four principles, not the whole of the chapter. So whenever you are going to solve any case study, first you have to read the question, and now you have to run your mind on the basis of that question only. It means the whole chapter is not your answer now. Now you have to focus only on the four principles of scientific management. Any one will be the answer. Okay, so start reading now. Start.
According to Taylor, management should not close its ear to any constructive suggestion made by the employees. They should be rewarded for their suggestion, which result in substantial reduction in cost. They should be part of management, and if any important decision are taken, workers should be taken into confidence. At the same time, workers should desist from going on strike and making unreasonable demands on the management. Both should realize that they need each other. In fact, when there will be an open communication system and goodwill, there will be no need for even trade union. Paternalistic style of management, whereby the employers take care of needs of employees, would prevail in the case of Japanese companies.
Yes, many students have given me answer in chat. Very good.
Cooperation, not
Cooperation. Very good. Parth Pancharya, your answer is wrong. You are writing here harmony, not discord. It's not harmony. All these lines I had told you in principle of cooperation, not individualism. Especially the one main line I had given you, that was the management should not close its ears to any constructive suggestion. I told you this line, that this line is the case study breaker line.